Okay, now that you're done making your algorithm and you've put it into a flow chart, you should have had that done. So if you're not done with that yet, you need to do that first. Even though that might feel like it's a waste of time sometimes, and flow charting is why do I have to do this? Because I already know how to find the code, and why don't I just write the code instead of doing the flow chart? Well, you need to do the flow chart because as it gets more intense and as our coding gets more complex, the flowcharts are going to be really important to help you first pre-plan, because planning things before you just start doing them is a skill that we all need to learn, and it's going to be easier once it gets messed up. It's going to be easier to figure out where it messed up and what you can do to fix it. So that's why we flowchart stuff. Okay. Another thing I want to talk to you about before you really start doing this is something called iterations. Okay, an iteration means it's like version one. Like right now, what are we on? iPhone 8 is coming out pretty soon, and the iPhone X or whatever. Okay, the iPhone 1 was the first iteration of the iPhone, and then they made the iPhone 2, and it was better than the iPhone 1, and then they made the iPhone 3, and then the iPhone 4, and now I got an iPhone 6, but there's an iPhone 7 that's even better than the iPhone 6. Okay, they're improving it every single time they come out with a new one. So that's why iterations is something that you're going to have in our code too, because the first time you build something, it's probably not going to work, and that's okay. It's okay to fail. You're going to fail a whole bunch of times while you're making your code, and that's normal. And failing is not that's not the end all of your work. Okay, you're the first time you work on it and you fail, that's just step one. You go on and you try it again and you do step two. So it's okay if the first time you start building and it doesn't work right, that's fine. It doesn't mean you're not smart. It doesn't mean you're not doing it right. It just means you're working through the process of solving a problem. That's what all this coding is. It's solving problems. So right here, there's blank, and there are no instructions other than you need to make some sort of picture show up and blink on this main screen that I'm circling right here. Okay, right where I'm clicking right here. This needs to blink. Okay, these lights on here need to blink. And there's multiple different ways you can do it. There's no one way to do it. There's like 3 or 4 different ways. You are a problem solver now. You are solving the problem and figuring out how to fix that problem. Just as a little hint, I would maybe start in the basic drawer with either forever or on start, or maybe the input drawer, and on the A button pressed, maybe something happens. Maybe you want to change the A button to the B button being pressed and something happens. I don't know. It's up to you. There's multiple ways of doing it.
At this time, we need a